Hello, dear students. Good morning to everybody. You are most welcome in English literature and grammar class and YouTube channel. And my channel name is English Grammar, English Literature and Grammar class. Dear students, today we are going to enjoy the poem The Garden, composed by Andrew Marvell. Andrew Marvell was a famous metaphysical poet during 17th century in England. Andrew Marvell was one of metaphysical poets who wrote poems under the leadership of John Donne. Marvell and his poems. Marvell is known for his lovely poems and their music and metaphysical features. Andrew Marvell was born in 1621 in England, and during his life he spent lots of time in class of John Milton, and he also worked as a deputy secretary in the custody of John Milton. He was a great politician and became a member of House of Commons in England. Marvell wrote many poems such as The Garden, the thoughts in the garden, to my coy mistress, and Horatian Ode, and one poem also, an ode on the return of Cromwell from Ireland. So these poems are most famous in English literature, which were composed by Andrew Marvell. The present poem, The Garden, was also composed by Marvell, and it was published in 1681 in England. This poem contains of 9 stanzas of about 9 stanzas of 8 lines. But if we divide it in 4 lines stanzas, so there are 18 stanzas in this poem. This poem is remarkable for its metaphysical elements, features, romanticism, and romantic features, and as well as classical features of poetry. This poem is metaphysical poem because it bears all features of metaphysical poetry, just as such as conceits, metaphors, far-fetched imagery, and intellectual arguments, logic. So it is metaphysical poem, and it is also romantic poem in its subject, because the garden, as the title of this poem, the garden, suggests about the nature, and love to nature and praise the nature is the main feature of romantic poetry. So this poem is also romantic poem, and it is also remarkable for its classical features in its form, because poet has used rhymes, heroic couplet, iambic tetrameter, and some type of diction, selection of words. So it is classical in forms. The Garden poem In this poem, poet also presents, yeah, expresses his personal feelings and emotions, which were felt by him in the garden. So he also presents his personal philosophy, and he criticizes the worldly human beings for finding out the peace and innocence in the social company and social life and public life. Because according to Marvell, we are uselessly and fruitlessly running after the materialism and futile, yeah, futile activities of our social lives. It means he is completely dissatisfied of the social and public life, and he founds complete peace of mind and innocence in the close of nature. So he wrote the poem Garden, the Garden. Let's now let's start this poem. How vainly men themselves amaze to win the palm, the oak, or bays, and their incessant labor see crowned from some single herb or tree. How vainly men themselves amaze to win the palm, the oak, or bays. He criticizes the modern people, the worldly people, who are vainly, uselessly, are working, who are uselessly working, yeah, who are busy to win the palm, the oak, and bays. He want to say that modern people and modern men are working, and their incessant labors are working hard continuously to win the branch of palm, oak, and bays. Here he, poet, presents three symbols: palm, the oak, and bays. The branch of palm, the branch of oak, and branch of bays. Bays means laurel tree. Every one, every man wants to win the palm. Palm training in traditional sense. To win the palm means to win the victory in army. To win the oak, oak means in political honor. Every modern man is working hard to win the branch of oak in political as a political honor. And base means a branch of laurel trees. It is the symbol of winning poetic honor. So there are three types of honor which for which a man for getting these honor worldly people is running after and working hard continuously to win these branches, yeah, these honors. But according to Marvell, these poets, these men are vainly, fruitlessly working hard. It means their work is not useful for them because these honors never provide him a permanent peace of mind and innocence. It means he is not satisfied to these honors because these honors are not permanent and immortal. They never give satisfactions to his soul. So poets wants so he criticized the modern man to work hard for winning the victory in army and to get the honor in political field and in poetic creation. Crowned from some single herb or trees. He says these type of crowns are made of a single herb, a single tree. These crowns are not long useful for him. They are made only single herb as a branch of single tree, whose short and narrow was said. He wants to say that the each branch, yeah, branch of crown, which is made of crown, is never provide branch never provide. Yeah, we I mean to say crown they never provides a little shade to the persons who gets this crown, yeah, who has won this crown after having done so much labor. So thus prudently their toil upbraid. So prudently means wisely their toil upbraid. So their hard work upbraid scolded himself. Poet want to say Marvell says a man runs after to win a crown. For winning a crown he works hard day and night, and after having got this honor, this type of crown never provides him a little short and narrow means a little shade to himself. It means it never provide him complete satisfactions to his mind and his soul. So in essence, his hard work at last scolded him for his foolishness. So poet criticize the modern people and modern men for doing hard work foolishly to get such type of honor. While all flowered and all trees do close to weave the garlands of repose. In opposition, in opposite of this, poet says, in other side, all types of flowers and all kind of trees are do close, are busy in making to weave means to weaving to weave the garland of repose. Repose means peace. It means poet wants to say that the nature, flowers and trees, we can say it is the symbol of nature, and nature, which is which weaves, yeah, is busy to weave the garlands of peace for for men, but man doesn't pay. Yeah, modern men don't pay any attention to nature, which is busy in weaving the garland of peace. And it means Marvel want to say that nature is the main source of mental peace and innocence and great certifications. But man is working hard for winning the futile honors, and they are inferior and they are inferior to the nature. So poet wants to say that we should live in the nature if we want to complete satisfaction and peace of mind and innocence. We should live in the lap of nature, and we should not work hard for getting the futile and fruitless and useless such kind of honors in our life. And these flowers and trees are grown in the garden. So garden is the great source of complete peace and innocence to the poet. So poet is criticizing the men for their futile works and their results, and he praises the nature. He is praising the nature for its work of weaving the garland of peace. In this, in these two stanza, each line is composed in iambic tetrameter, and rhyme scheme is, we can say, amaze, beige, sea and tree. It means heroic couplet is used in two lines. It means both the couple of two lines are heroic couplet, and rhyming scheme is AA, BB, we can say. So form is heroic couplet and rhyming scheme is AABB, and each line is composed in iambic tetrameter, and the traditional symbols are also used in this in these lines. And he also presents a compares he also compares the worldly activities and the nature. So dear students, now you have understood what the poet want to say. Poet praises the nature and criticizes the man's futile work. So that's all for today. Thank you.